Hello nerds. Today I'm going to be taking a look at some junk I got off Aliexpress. So, I saw for about maybe 125 bucks a tablet that said it was Deca core, 10 core that is, with 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage, or something along those lines. So anyhow, I ordered it, and after a week or so, after they gave me a fake tracking number at first and then gave me the real one, I got this tablet in the mail. So this was in the box, just lying around. An OTG cable, a USB cable, a generic charger, just a real generic charger, probably not even 5 volt 2 amp, a nice little stylus that's rubber, and now here's the main event, this tablet. So it's just a generic white box with literally no markings anywhere on it, just a white box and a tablet, and you don't even see too much of it. It's basically an attempt to ape Apple. So let's open this up, and it's not even taped either, so I can just, if I just shake it enough, it'll open. Like, see, it's not taped at all. I could just shake it and it'll open. So I'll just have to shake it some. Alright, managed to get it in a position where I can easily open it, and let's see what's in it. So there's a piece of cardboard holding it in place, so it's harder to just slide off. And inside, here's the packing material. I can see why they tossed the items in it now. So this is packing similar to what you'd find for a toner cartridge. And first off, let's look at the manual. And as you can see, Tablet Computer Series, the user manual, not just any user manual, but the user manual. The company reserves the right to vary the product design. Product pictures and content are for reference only, and specifications of the right then without prior notice. Specifications appearance please to sales kind prevail. This is already off to a good start. So the manual here, you got this little thin toilet paper Chinese manual with, this is a masterpiece of English right here. Desk, touch panel, power, back, mic, volume plus, earphone jack, video output interference, TF card. It's got this, it's got this great English in it. Avoid fall or violent collision of the device. Don't make the TFT screen or violent tremor. Oh, this is worth scanning for sure because it's so hilarious. After low battery shutdown, connect DC. This is great. This manual's great. It's just real thin, but this manual's got some good English in it. That's how you know you're in for a treat here with this tablet. So now let's turn her on. They shipped this to me already on. That's amazing. I just pushed the on button for the first time, and it pops right up. Now, so far it doesn't seem too terribly slow. Says it has 59.88 gigs of storage. And let's go to About Tablet. Deca core 2 GHz, Android 7. Says it's 1920 by 1080 IPS, and it does have an okay viewing angle. So I don't think they're lying about that. It's got CDMA and GSM. Let's charge this thing up and let's come back here and see how this thing holds up in the real world. So this is a tablet, and as you can see, this tablet, both on the Aliexpress listing and in CPU-Z, which they pre-installed to try to tell you, oh, this has 10 cores, both of them say that this is a 10-core tablet with the MT6797 CPU. MT6797, it says here, 10 cores, big little HMP, and under system for, let's go to device, under device it says for memory that this thing has, as you can see, 4 gigs of RAM. And it says it's a BMXC LZ109 tablet. So, however, while they managed to fool CPU-Z, they couldn't fool Geekbench. Now, the first clue that this tablet isn't all that it seems is in the benchmark score. Now, this took a while to do. It says it's 534 for single and 1492 for multi-core. First thing we notice is under memory. It says it only has 1.85 gigs of RAM. Well, didn't it tell me that it had 4 gigs of RAM in the other screen? That's not good, but it also says 2 cores at 0 Hertz. That's right, 2 cores at 0 Hertz. That can't be right. But it gets better. So let's look at Firefox. Now these are the specs or listings for the Redmi Note 4. It's got the specs and listings. It says 6797, but as you can see here, the scores are all higher for both the Qualcomm and the MediaTek versions. Notice something there? Yeah, exactly. The phones with the same CPU as this are much faster. So at this point you're probably thinking maybe it's a buggy ROM. And here's what really shows that this tablet isn't what it's made of. So this is something I saw on XDA forums. Let's type in MT6753. Let's type in 673. Oh, we're already seeing it now. It's correcting itself to 6797. And the second you type a 5, it's showing up as 6797. So apparently this is what I read on XDA. This is a scam that they'll do with these cheap Chinese tablets that they want to flip off as devices with more cores in them than what they actually have. What they will do is they will, when you type in the CPU type of the chip that the tablet has, like 6735, it will correct it to 6797. So in CPU-Z, it will show up. And it will fool the benchmarks and all. But, in reality, it has a 6735. And look, I tapped 6797. It's showing up as 6735M. MT6735. Let's tap another one. And it converted it to, it says 6735 here in the search, but it says 6797 in the browser. So what this device is doing is it's lying about the CPU and the RAM with a special coded driver that basically tells the OS like that these programs are, oh, this is hex core, this is octa-core, this is Deca core, this is whatever. But in reality, it's a quad core chip. And the same goes with the graphics. In fact, if we go to let's go to a CPU-Z here again. Let's go to CPU-Z. Under system, it says Let's go to SoC. That is, the GPU is a Mali T720. But let's go to 6797. Let's actually search 6797. Now, if we look at what chip it has in it, it actually has, for the graphics, a T880. But this only has a T720 in it. If you can see here. It says here it's got a T720 in it. So they are clearly lying to CPU-Z. And it's focusing a little. They're lying to CPU-Z about what chip it has in it. And this is what they're doing because of it. They're lying about what CPU it has in it, so people who buy these cheap tablets get fooled. See, it says 720. They're doing that because people buying these cheap tablets are probably going to think they're getting more than what they paid for. Because admittedly, otherwise this tablet is, it's okay. I mean, it's got a, it actually does in fact have an IPS screen, though not the most expensive IPS screen. It's maybe about the quality you'd see on a Fire tablet, but it's got a good viewing angle. The colors look okay. I mean, they're not really bright or vibrant, they just look okay. And the screen resolution's acceptable. I mean, it's not like real low, but it's not like too low. It looks okay enough for like reading ebooks on and stuff. And about the RAM, one more thing I noticed is I saw someone do this on a video. They were like, let's do a test where we fill the RAM up and let's see what the device does. So you can see it's filling up the RAM. It's going to 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000, 1200, 1300, 1400, 1500, and the free things bouncing all over the place. Gets to 1722, and then the app crashes. So this thing does not have 4 gigs of RAM. It's just lying to specific programs that it has 4 gigs of RAM. Probably with specific calls or something. Like Ada64, it says it has 4 gigs of RAM. It also tells me that it has 59 gigs of total space, but only 10.49 of free space. In fact, let's go to settings. Let's go to let's go all the way to storage. But it's telling me that it's got 59.88 free. Only 6 gigs used and stuff. Or actually, it tells me it's got that much, but yet Ada64 is telling me a different story. So this tablet has a driver that is lying to these apps about how much free space this has and what the specs are. So basically, this is what they do on sites like Aliexpress. They tell you, oh, you get this nice 10-core tablet. You get it, and you use it, and because its performance is acceptable enough, you might be able to think that, this is great. And to be fair, if they didn't lie about it, this wouldn't be a bad tablet. I mean, see, it's not like back in the day when they were putting out junk like those Windows CE netbooks that literally could not do anything. This is usable. You want to read ebooks? This will do it. You want to open up Google Chrome and go on H621 and look at some images? This will do it. But you know that this does not have 10 cores. This does not have 4 gigs of RAM. It does at least have SIM slots, though, underneath this cover. And I looked, and these are in fact SIM slots, and there is a micro SD thing in, but the thing is, really could not care less about trying to use this device with 4G yet, unless I decide to buy a plan for it. And then I'd probably only get 3G at most. But with that being said, this tablet's okay, I guess. It also has a camera that's 8 megapixels, but has the image quality of a track phone, I guess. It's not that great. It's not that great. I mean, even if you give it light, it's not going to look that much better than, say, a cheap prepaid phone. But yeah, all in all, it's an okay tablet, but I'd recommend you get something like a Fire Pro, I mean, not Fire Pro, what is it called? The Fire 10, or go get something from like Walmart instead of this. So there's your cheap Aliexpress $125 quote-unquote Deca Core tablet, but in reality that's just a lie. This is not Deca Core, it's just quad core, 2 gigs. Probably 16 gig storage too, I bet. And yeah, thanks for watching and subscribe for more, because that's really what this feels like. It feels like they took one of those quad core tablets and just flashed a driver on it. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more.